Snakes are one of the most mysterious and fascinating animals on the planet, and today we're going to explore all the secrets of these incredible creatures. Did you know that snakes can live in practically every corner of the world, except in extremely cold places? They are extremely adaptable and have the ability to survive in arid deserts, dense forests, swamps, and even urban areas. This adaptability is one of the main reasons why snakes have thrived for millions of years, practically without changing their basic form. But what makes these animals so special? Stay with us and discover things you probably never imagined about snakes. The way snakes move is, in itself, almost magical. Without legs, arms, or fins, they glide so gracefully and efficiently that it almost looks like a dance. This is possible because of the extremely developed muscles that run throughout their bodies, allowing them to propel themselves along the ground or through tree branches. Their skin is covered with scales that aid in movement, and interestingly, this same skin is shed several times throughout their lives. This skin shedding, called ecdysis, not only allows for growth but also helps them get rid of parasites and maintain a healthy appearance. Speaking of skin, let's talk a bit about the patterns and colors of snakes. These patterns aren't just beautiful, they are essential for survival. Some snakes have vibrant colors that act as a warning to predators, indicating that they are venomous and should be avoided. Others have patterns that help them camouflage perfectly into their environment, making them almost invisible. Imagine an emerald green snake coiled on tree branches, blending in with the surrounding leaves. This ability to disappear into the environment is one of the most important tools for capturing prey and avoiding predators. Now, you might be wondering, what about the venom? Venom is one of the most intriguing and, at the same time, feared features of snakes. Not all snakes are venomous, but those that are use it both for defense and to hunt their prey. Venom is a powerful mix of toxins that can immobilize and begin to digest the prey even before it is swallowed. The most interesting thing is that each species of snake has a specific type of venom, adapted to the type of prey it hunts. Some have neurotoxic venoms, which affect the nervous system, while others have hemotoxic venoms, which destroy tissues and blood cells. But snakes do not rely solely on venom to hunt. Snakes like boas and pythons, for example, are constrictors. They wrap around their prey and squeeze until it can no longer breathe. It may seem cruel, but this is their natural way of feeding, and, in a way, it's a quick and efficient death. Additionally, the way snakes can swallow prey much larger than their own head is something that defies our imagination. They have elastic ligaments in their jaws that allow them to open their mouths at incredible angles, swallowing their prey whole. Such a meal can last for days or even weeks, depending on the size of the prey and the species of snake. Snakes also have fascinating senses that help them survive. The vision of many snakes is not very good, but they make up for this with extraordinary sensitivity to vibrations. They can sense the slightest movement around them, which helps them identify both prey and predators. In addition, snakes have a forked tongue that is used to smell the environment. By picking up particles from the air with their tongue and taking them to the Jacobson's organ, located on the roof of the mouth, they can identify smells and track prey with impressive precision. Another interesting fact is the behavior of some snakes during reproduction. Many species have quite curious mating rituals, such as the famous snake knot, where several males coil around a single female, competing for a chance to mate. This behavior may seem strange, but it is yet another example of the complexity of the animal world and the constant struggle for survival and perpetuation of the species. Often, snakes are seen as villains, but it is important to remember that they play a fundamental role in nature. They help control the population of rodents, which can damage crops and transmit diseases. By maintaining balance in the ecosystem, snakes ensure that other species can thrive. In many parts of the world, the absence of snakes would result in an explosion in the number of rodents, leading to serious ecological and economic problems. Even so, the relationship between humans and snakes has always been complicated. Many cultures have myths and legends about snakes, some revering them as sacred beings, while others see them as symbols of evil. This duality reflects the mixture of fear and fascination we feel for these animals. In reality, snakes prefer to avoid contact with humans, and most of the time, they only attack when they feel threatened. That's why it's important to respect their space and remember that, like any other animal, snakes are just trying to survive. One of the most well-known and feared snakes is the cobra, famous for its ability to expand its neck and form a hood when it feels threatened. This behavior is a clear warning: stay away. The cobra is a perfect example of how snakes have evolved to defend themselves from predators. It prefers to scare away rather than attack, and its venom is potent enough to kill large animals, even humans. But on the other hand, cobra venom, like that of other snakes, has been used in medicine to develop life-saving drugs. It seems ironic, but what can be deadly can also be the cure. Sea snakes are another fascinating group worth mentioning. They are some of the most venomous creatures in the ocean, but interestingly, they are much less aggressive than their land-based relatives. They live in marine environments and feed mainly on fish. Despite their powerful venom, attacks on humans are extremely rare. In fact, these snakes are so well adapted to the aquatic environment that many of them have lost the ability to move on land. To conclude, it is important to remember that snakes are an essential part of our world, and although they may cause fear in many people, they are incredible creatures, full of abilities and secrets that we are still discovering. The next time you hear about a snake or perhaps encounter one, I hope you remember this video and see these animals with a different perspective. They are more than villains in movies or creatures to be feared. They are true wonders of nature that play a vital role in the health of our ecosystems. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends so more people can learn about the fascinating world of snakes. See you next time.